Hai, di sini saya bersama Julius Albert dan Harold dari Angkatan HI 2017. Aku mau nanya nih, kalian tahu nggak sih PETA itu apa? PETA, sebuah organisasi internasional. Kalian tahu nggak?
Tidak.
Tidak tahu. Jadi PETA itu kan People for Ethical Treatment of Animals gitu. Nah, jadi kalau kalian ingin tahu lebih lanjut, nanti kita akan menjelaskan.
Hi, we are PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. PETA is an international non-profit charitable organization founded in 1980, Norfolk, Virginia. PETA has over 6.5 million members worldwide. PETA's principles are that animals aren't ours to eat, wear, or experiment on, and use for entertainment purposes. PETA has 4 major focus areas, which are the food industry, clothing trade, laboratories, and the entertainment industry. PETA works through 8 ways: public education, cruelty investigations, research, animal rescue, legislation, special events, celebrity involvement, and protest campaigns. PETA is dedicated to establishing and defending the rights of all animals. PETA wants people to treat animals well by making better choices on the things we buy, eat, and support. So what can PETA do? PETA can educate policymakers and the public about animal abuse and also promotes the kind treatment of animals.
Jadi gimana? Ngerti nggak penjelasannya?
Ngerti dong.
Tertarik nggak ikut jadi anggota PETA?
Lihat dulu deh.
Iya. Boleh sih kalau mau ikut. Nah, jadi kalian tuh nggak usah jadi vegan kok kalau mau ikutan itu, mau ikutan kita itu sebenarnya. Kalian bisa milih-milih lah ibaratnya mau ngedukung apa aja gitu. Nah, kalau kita nanti mau fokusnya kepada aspek-aspek ini animal cruelty yang masalah make up. Kalian pada tahu nggak masalah make up?
Belum tahu.
Tahu ya? Nah, nanti kita juga bakal menyelidiki lah ibaratnya mah ke toko-toko dan melihat apa aja sih yang benar-benar animal cruelty free.
Animal testing. An animal test is any specific experiment or test in which a live animal is forced to undergo something that is likely to cause them pain, suffering, distress, or lasting harm. Animal experiments are not the same as taking your companion animal to the vet. Animals used in laboratories are deliberately harmed, not for their own good, and are usually killed at the end of their experiments. Animal experiments include injecting or force-feeding animals with potentially harmful substances, exposing animals to radiation, surgically removing animals' organs or tissues to deliberately cause damage, and forcing animals to inhale toxic gases. Subjecting animals to frightening situations to create anxiety and depression are also examples of animal experimentation. The question that remains is, are people aware of the suffering that animals are going through? Well, let's find out.
Hai Ardi, jadi kita mau wawancara kamu tentang kehidupan kamu sehari-hari aja gitu. Oke, jadi pertanyaan pertama langsung aja ya. Kamu kalau misalnya shampooan atau sabunan buat mandi pakai merek apa?
Kalau sabun sendiri sih aku pakai sabun juga mas, Lifebuoy. Pakai buat tangan karena aku nggak suka pakai sabun cair.
Iya.
Kalau untuk sampo sendiri, berhubung beberapa minggu lalu itu Makarizo ada promo promo, jadi aku beli itu karena emang murah banget dan enak sih.
Kalau odol pakai apa?
Odol sama masih pakai Syifa Umat.
Oke. Terus pertanyaan kedua adalah, kamu udah berapa lama pakai merek-merek itu? Jadi kayak
kalau untuk sabun sama odol sih kayaknya semua hidup sih.
Semua hidup.
Ya, itu kayak soal, bukan berarti nggak pernah ganti sih, karena pasti ada fase-fase yang berubah.
Tapi apa ya kayak bagian besar pakai itu gitu kan?
Kecuali sampo sih, kalau pakai itu karena ya beberapa minggu atau beberapa bulan yang lalu lah, itu dia ada promo jadi baru pakai itu. Sebelum-sebelumnya sih kayak pakai sama Chandra, pakai kayak sunsilk kalau nggak Penti.
Sunsilk dan Penti, oke. Nah terus kamu nanya, kamu tahu nggak kalau misalnya produk-produk yang kamu pakai itu melibatkan hewan?
Oh, kurang tahu.
Nggak tahu, oke. Jadi kalian masih tahu aja ya. Kamu tahu konsep cruelty free nggak?
Konsep?
Cruelty free.
Cruelty free? Belum pernah dengar.
Belum pernah dengar. Oke, terus jadi gini cruelty free. Apa yang kasih lihat kamu foto-fotonya gini. Ini tuh kayak testing on animals gitu. Jadi kayak produk-produk yang kamu pakai itu sebelumnya di testing on animal. Jadi kayak ya lihat aja mereka jadi kayak kasihan gini kan.
Oh iya.
Nah, jadi konsep cruelty free adalah ya itu loh kayaknya bisa makan animal tadi dan nggak ada menyebabkan keselamatan hewan gitu. Nah, karena kan kamu udah tahu. Nah, setelah kamu tahu, apakah kamu berencana untuk pindah ke produk-produk yang cruelty free atau enggak?
Sebenarnya karena produk-produk generik sekarang kita tahu tuh mereka kayaknya belum mengusung kayak cruelty free segala macam, dan belum ada yang memang belum umum dan garis batas kalau kita nih yang cruelty free segala macam. Jadi kayaknya mungkin agak susah karena takutnya karena ya mencari produk yang memang mengangkat brand cruelty free sendiri itu kayaknya masih belum gampang gitu ya kita sehari-hari ya. Berhubung kita anak kos juga kan, jadi yang ada aja gitu.
Yang murah aja.
Iya benar banget.
Jadi pertanyaannya udah cuma segitu aja. Makasih ya Ardi udah mau diwawancara.
No problem.
Makasih. Udah.
Monkeys captured in the wild and imprisoned them. Workers violently handled the monkeys, terrorizing them by grabbing their sensitive tails and lunging at them with nets. Some monkeys apparently became so distressed that their rectal tissue prolapsed and protruded from their anuses. Workers pushed the prolapsed tissues back in, held the monkeys upside down, and sometimes shook them. The facility sells some monkeys' blood and spinal fluid for profit. Piles of monkeys were left to wake up from sedation on bare concrete, trapped inside metal chutes. Monkeys are shipped to other facilities, including laboratories, in wooden crates barely any larger than they are, causing many of them intense distress and fear. You can help stop this. Go to PETA.org to learn more. Thank you. Meet Miss Rat and Ghost, an albino hedgehog. Both of these animals suffered at the hands of animal breeders and dealers Lynn and Kenneth Kubik. Their stories are just two more reasons never to support the pet and exotic animal trade. During a PETA investigation, witnesses found Miss Rat at Willard's Rodent Factory, the Kubik's filthy rodent breeding barn. Miss Rat was thin and weak. Her jaw, nose, and muzzle had evidently been chewed off during an attack, and her eyes were crusted over. Fights are not the norm among well-cared-for rats, but they can occur when rats are kept in stressful, crowded conditions that force them to fight for basic resources.
There's a rat that's missing half of his face.
Just take it and throw it outside. It's not like I cared any. It's one rat out of like 10,000 in there.
A witness rescued Miss Rat and immediately took her to a veterinarian who recommended euthanasia to end her suffering. The Kubiks, along with the workers at their grimy pet store, Jurassic Pets, grabbed rats and mice by the tail and hit them against surfaces when they wanted to kill them, which the Kubiks called whacking. Such blows did not always quickly kill the animals, and left some rodents gasping and or trembling before they finally died.
Quit struggling. After you whack them a few times, sometimes they still don't fully go. So you're just trying to break his neck right now then, or what are you going to do with the guy?
Probably whack it just because it may have been one of those that was in. Yeah, see, look at that. Look at the pus.
Is it dead? Or? I got a question about a rat that I found out there. It seems to have like a neurological disorder or something. Keeps rolling and can't. Just whack him?
Whack him, throw him inside the cats.
At the Cubic's rodent breeding barn, rats and mice routinely drowned in flooded tubs. The Cubics separated young kittens from their mothers. Until they could sell them at their pet store, the Cubics kept these kittens in putrid-smelling bins that also contained feces and rodent carcasses. According to Lynn Cubic, these 2 kittens died just a few days after this footage was captured. Animals were denied adequate access to water at both facilities. When water was finally provided, some animals drank eagerly for several minutes. Reptiles were denied veterinary care. This python, for example, was left to suffer with an apparent respiratory infection, causing mucus to bubble out of her nostrils. Other animals were thrown into the freezer to die a slow, excruciating death.
Think we should take him to a veterinarian or something? Like, he seems pretty thin.
Let him eat. When he doesn't eat, freeze it. It was put down. How do you put down a chameleon? You open up that there freezer and you set him down.
Ghost was denied proper veterinary care for so long that her eye finally shriveled up and she lost all vision in it.
She had a bad infection almost, and it's finally out of her, but
all right, she's good. You guys haven't taken her to the vet for it?
Yeah, no. Nobody was taking care of her. And she scratched her eye. And when she scratched her eye, she got an infection.
So you ended up taking her to a vet then?
Well, I called the vet. I didn't think she'd lose the eye. It was pretty infected.
Ghost was rescued by a witness and will live out her days in a caring home where she will never again be subjected to the cruelty of the pet trade. Please never buy animals from pet stores. Thank you.
Biasanya yang aku suka pakai ada Body Shop, ada Maybelline, ada L'Oreal juga, sama Bioderma sih. Kalau Jess, kalau aku sebenarnya kayak aku benar-benar nggak terlalu suka, misalnya nggak terlalu terpaku dalam satu brand gitu kan. Jadi rata-rata aku punyanya kayak L'Oreal, terus juga Maybelline. Kadang misalkan yang kayak drugstore-nya, local brandnya palingan kayak makeup, apa sih namanya? Makeover, ya makeover. Wardah juga ada pakai. Terus kalau misalkan untuk produk luarnya palingan Kelompok, terus kayak beauty creations, ya kayak gitu sih. Tapi kalau misalkan buat sehari-hari, aku pakai dokter kan, jadi aku pakai apa? Terus kira-kira kan beberapa lama pakai produk-produk merek ini? Kalau aku sih, karena aku biasanya orangnya kalau dapet teman-teman itu terus-terusan ya cepat gitu kan, jadi aku pakai baju sabun udah lama, Maybelline sama L'Oreal juga kayak udah terbiasa gitu loh. Misalnya pakai nyari maskara udah terbiasa kayak udah paling kalau L'Oreal Maybelline gitu ya, karena kayak banyak gitu kan sih, dan kayak macam-macamnya juga banyak gitu, jadi kayak lebih mudah gitu buat kita tahu sih, aku tahu. Iya, kalau aku juga tahu ada beberapa yang kayak, oh ya ini libatkan hewan, iya gitu. Kalau kalian tahu tentang konten clothing free nggak? Tahu. Soalnya jadi ada beberapa makeup kayak, especially skincare sih rata-rata. Kayak misalnya Body Shop, Kelas, Cosmetic, ya itu mereka clothing free. Dan apa ya, maksudnya aku juga gimana ya, rasanya kayak bangga gitu loh memakai brand-brand itu ya, dan menurut aku brand-brand seperti itu jatuhnya kayak lebih mahal sih untuk apa ya namanya produknya sendiri gitu kan, cuman menurut aku kayak ya worth it lah. Terus aku nanya apa yang kalian rasain waktu tahu hewan itu kayak apa ya menderita, jadi kayak contohnya mau mengalami ya aku udah nggak tega aku pengen tuh ngomong kayak jadi mereka kayak depresi gitu. Jadi kayak apa yang kalian tahu kalau misalnya produk kalian itu menyebabkan hewan kayak gini? Kalau aku sih sebenarnya salah satu alasan kenapa aku milih Body Shop kayak sebagai apa ya, kayak sering banget aku pakai produknya karena ini tuh animal testing gitu, dan mereka bangga gitu bilang bahwa kami animal testing, dan menurut aku kayak karena aku udah sering gitu lihat yang kayak gambar-gambar itu
Jadi kayak maksudnya apa ya? Aku melihat mungkin pada awalnya kenapa adanya animal test itu karena apa ya? Kalau misalkan langsung dites ke manusia itu lebih kayak senang gitu kan. Nah mungkin pada awalnya sebelum mereka mengenal adanya animal cloning something itu, mereka bakal kayak ya udah gitu loh, kita coba dulu di binatang sebelum kita coba di manusia. Soalnya kalau di manusia kan lebih susah banget nih recovery-nya, dan kayak apa ya, kalau misalkan kita testingnya di manusia itu pasti kayak lebih mahal gitu kan jatuhnya untuk manusia sendiri. Cuman karena sekarang ini udah modern, menurut aku kayak ada cara lain lah untuk tes sebuah produk itu gitu kan. Dan menurut aku apa ya, untuk sekarang ini harusnya udah jangan ada sih yang kayak ya tes lagi, karena udah banyak juga brand-brand yang bagus kayak Body Shop atau Lush juga udah nggak pakai animal test itu. Jadi menurut aku kayak mungkin waktu itu zamannya beda. Jadi apa namanya? Jadi kalau aku sih benar-benar setuju kalau sekarang jangan ada animal test gitu.
Terus kemudian dari kita pertanyaan terakhir adalah kalau kalian tahu kalau misalnya mau dipakai yang tidak itu kalau kalian punya kegiatan atau pertimbangan untuk memberikan produk yang free.
Kalau aku ya ternyata selalu ada dari kemarin-kemarin, tapi gimana ya kita berdua gitu, jadi kita kayak sulit untuk meninggalkan terus produk yang biasa kita pakai. Nah terus sebenarnya yang jadi concern aku tuh bukan hanya yang tadi yang dibilang kan, tapi aku tuh kadang nggak tahu, apalagi kayak local brands gitu, apakah mereka tuh testing animal or not gitu. Maksudnya kayak kadang di bawah itu kayak nggak ada misalkan dia kayak tulisan animal ya test free or ya apa cruelty free gitu. Jadi kayak pasti informasi ya kayak gitu. Jadi menurut aku sih kayak apa namanya, mungkin kalau jadi kita tuh harus benar-benar kayak apa yang make research gitu, kalau misalkan mau lihat apakah itu mereka apa cruelty free or not gitu. Gitu sih. Tapi aku udah mau banget dan udah mengurangi juga sih itu.
Makasih ya.
One last thing before we part ways. Always remember that animals are not ours to eat, wear, experiment on, or use for entertainment. Thank you for your attention, and farewell. A quick disclaimer here. These views are not necessarily reflected by every single member of our group. So, yeah, thanks. Chicken is the best. Oh my god, so nice. Beef. Beef. I would like to thank the interviewees, which include Ardi, Yes, Agi, and also Julius Albert and Harold. I'd like to also give a special thanks to our cameraman, AG, and also my high school friend, Ijal, for editing the video. Okay, thank you very much.